Having created a method to return all the sales data from the table, I will need to create a method that will return specific sales items from the table. In order to do this, I'm going to create a new method. This time, it will be getting specific sales items. It's quite simple to create a method. I'm not going to create it to reflect a list, but I'm going to create it to also have an array, but it's going to be an array of string. What it's going to return is a collection of string items which represent each of the values from the table. So to do that is quite easy. I've created a space for that. So there you have it. I have public string, get specific sales, int company ID. That's good. So once a value is specified here, which is the ID, then what it's going to do is return a value for that particular record. To return the record, host company ID represents the value entered there. So let's write the code for that. It shouldn't take much time, actually, I hope. So what I'm going to do is create a string. There you go, you have a string again. String. I'll call it temp. I'll call it temp sales. So it's going to contain this temp sales equal to new string. Okay. New string. The properties we have is actually up to 7, so it's going to have 7 of it, 7 items. So the size of our array is 7. I'm going to do a similar thing. So I'm going to have my sales, return. This is my sales return here. Will be equal to I'm going to have from Q sales. I'm going to call it Q sales now. Q sales in then my sales data presenting the entities there, quarterly sales. Okay, where I have my Q sales dot company ID. So it's going to be company ID will be equal to ID. That's what you have above there. So if it matches that, sorry, that's wrong. Okay, if it matches company ID, just select it for me. Then select Q sales. There you go. And then it's gonna do me a favor. I want it to return it in the form of an array. So it will return an array of values. So I have it. I'll use for each again to assign the values. So I'm gonna say for each once more. So var s in my sales return. That's it there. So I'll open that. There you have it. Okay. So I have this here. The next thing is to pass the values. I'll help myself out. I'll simply copy the values I have here and down to this point. Okay, I'll put it here. So, good. Okay. Okay, so all I need now is simple. I'll put it to string. Good. Okay, and this section is going to have this, and I'm going to replace all with it. Okay, so the method is almost done. All I need is to return the array that I created previously. So return time sales. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Our job is done. So I could save everything. Let's save it. Let's save everything. So look at it. Very beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we've done the first part. We have our sample entities created. This to our database. We have the list created. That will create the list. So I created a method that will display a list. I created one with a string array to pick specific item. So I have the two methods. So at this point in time, I can run my program. Now that we are done with creating the web service, as you can see, we have a web service that has the ability to connect to a database using the Other.NET entity data model. We've been able to establish that, and we've created two methods, our custom methods that will be listing contents of the table. Now it's time to run it. We won't run it like very much the same way we run other Visual Studio programs. We're going to do two things to run this. The first thing you're going to do is to build it first. So right click on the project here. This is my project. Right click on it and choose build website. So if you check below, it says build succeeded. Having built it, I don't need to run it very much the same way I run other programs because it doesn't have a startup page. It's a web service. So all I have to do is to go to the service component there, which is service.asmx. Right click on it and choose view in browser. You can see that, view in browser. So I click on view in browser. I expect it to open within Internet Explorer. You can see it. Here are the two methods we created. First, get all service data. So I'll click on get all service data and I click on invoke. I should see a list of my records. This is a list of the records. I'll go back again. This is working fine, by the way. I'll go back again. Says click here for a complete list of operations. I go back to the second method, which is also an operation. I click get sales, and you see it has a parameter, in this case company ID, which is what we specify while creating the method get specific sales. So for this operation, I'm going to specify a value 1 and click invoke. So you can see that. I feel like I love it so much. Thank you. So it's done. It's good. It's beautiful. The next thing we have to do is to deploy it to IIS. That's easy. For you to deploy this to IIS, this is what I want you to do. You're going to create a virtual directory in your drive. So I'm going to create a directory in my drive. I will show you that right now. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to my computer. So I'll create a directory here. Okay, this is my C drive. I open it up. Okay, I could just right click somewhere there. It's up to you wherever you want to create your own drive. So I'm creating mine here. I'll call it Q Sales Service. This is a Q sales. See that? Service. I like it to be one single word. I think it's better that way. Okay, there you go. So I have Q Sales Service. That is where I will deploy this, and it will form a virtual directory for IIS to access. So since I've created this, the next thing you're going to do will be deploy. Let's run it. Let's run it. Oh, give me a moment. My system is saying no, I don't want to deploy. Just joking. Okay, what I am going to do is deploy it. I can simply do that from website. This is website here, and they have got a lot. And I was hoping to see. Okay, sorry, should be from build actually. Okay, this is build website, and I need publish website. So all you have to do is click on publish website. So I've clicked on publish website. So it's showing me directly where it's going to publish it, but no thanks, no thanks. I'm going to choose my own directory myself. It's local on my system, so all I have to do is go to the directory's location. Should be in C. Where is the C? Where is the C? Will somebody show me where the C is? Okay, there it is. This is the C here. So this is the directory here, Q sales service. So it will be deployed right here. So I'll click open. Good. Okay, there are some options. Allow this precompiled sites to be updatable. Yeah, I like that, so I can always update it if I want to. Enable strong naming. I don't want the other options. This is okay by me. And then I click OK. That's the build started there. So we're gonna wait a bit for it. Publish succeeded. We are done with that. Can you see that? We are done with that. Good.